We have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put 2 dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man that go nuts if he can't shoot. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
One of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations. America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get mad. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Ebony Prince.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans, and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all.
I don't like like anything about Drake. I don't like his voice. I don't like what he talks about. I don't know his face.
All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your morning wake-up call. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Okay, so let's get ready to get back into it. Everyone, please get those likes up. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr._A_Shakur, TikTok at Dr.A_Shakur, and Twitter at DGoddess27. And don't forget to also double check and make sure that you're still subscribed to the channel, especially if you have not been receiving those notifications. And for anyone who doesn't like what the Queen is cooking, you already know what to do. Okay? Hello, that crazy bitch Aries, Brand Slayer TV, Queen Sam, Mr. Elevation, Claudette, a nasty dealer in the house. All right, Sophie, Culture is here. Comment, Khalid, Harleen, Pamela. All right, Lillian X, I see you. Nessie X, Kimberly France in the house. Darnell, Priscilla, Deronda, 504 Nola. Above all that drama, James Allen, Priscilla. Shout out to all of my moderators putting in work. And shout out to everyone in the chat. Y'all know I love me some loyal royals. Now let's get into it. First things first. Let's review what I talked about yesterday for those who missed it. Okay, so I'm going to share my TikTok that I did yesterday. Okay, a summary of the information that I did prior. Lights up, everyone, please like and share. With that all being said, let's get into it. Ahmadiyyah Shakur. Let's talk about Drake's mole, known as Ebony Prince, the one that's been leaving all of these clues on Twitter. At the end of the day, I've put some of these clues together. So let's get into it. So first of all, Drake has made him lose money. He came out and said, "Dear Aubrey, you didn't think this was all about a shirt and some scripts, did you? This was about diamonds, lots of them." And then he posted this picture. So he also goes on to say that there were things that are left in the lost and found from billionaires, millionaires, and all of these people who come there. And basically saying that one man's trash is another man's treasure. And that Drake has cost him money. You see, Drake told the hotel that the items that were in the video sent by the mole, that those things were stolen. When in fact, I don't think they were stolen at all. They were absolutely discarded, okay? Had they been stolen, Drake would have said something a long time ago. At the end of the day, the manager called the mole into the office and then basically wanted to know how he came to be in possession of those items, and then said that he should get an attorney, which he did. So then he comes back and says that if Drake and DJ Akademiks don't admit that they lied about the theft, that he's going to have his attorney, Adrian Edwards, take it to the full extent of the law, basically. So please pay attention. The mole posted this picture and referred to this person as Theodore and said that Theodore is the reason they had to change the way they deal with minors when they come into the hotel. Now, this is Theodore Weintraub. He was basically a person who would come in there, and he claims that he was given alcohol even though he wasn't of age. His father says the same thing and claims to have video footage of him being at the hotel clearly intoxicated. Now, Theodore got into an altercation, according to him and his father. He got into an altercation in the hotel with a security officer. And then the police were called, and the security officer had to be questioned and was about to be arrested. Now, that has to be the mole, because the mole talked about, speaking with the police and gave the names of those police. And also those two officers that he mentioned, they're in the lawsuit that was eventually filed against Theodore. Because you see, the Mark Hotel filed a lawsuit against Theodore for defamation because he started this whole thing where he had people that they claimed that he paid to stand outside of the hotel and protest and to accuse them of anti-Semitism and to say that they had mice in the hotel and that they were spitting in the food and all of these things. And to me, Theodore was just upset because they banned him. Now, they claim they banned him because he was upset about not being able to serve or to be served alcohol, but I think that he was actually banned because he was causing a disturbance. And of course, he got into that altercation with the security officer. So there was a lawsuit filed by the hotel, and then Theodore countersued. Please pay attention. And here's the lawsuit, and it names the same officers that the mole mentioned, Officer Viola and Officer Wiltshire. There were two that came on the scene and two that he had to speak with. And here's where you can pause to read and see that those are the two officers that he mentioned. The Mole also posted this logo, and that's the logo for the restaurant that's inside of the hotel. It's called the Caviar Caspia. This is where the altercation took place, where Theodore was supposedly assaulted. Now, with that all being said, a lot of people thought that Christopher Alvarez was assaulted by Drake, but Christopher says that he wasn't. Some people think he was paid off to say that wasn't the case. But at the end of the day, in the court filings, it clearly says that Theodore was involved in some sort of incident there, and that the police showed up on the scene. So also it talked about how there were a bunch of fans and protesters outside when a big celebrity showed up who was a VIP person, and this person had an entourage and they had to set up barricades and all of that. So that had to be Drake. Okay, so I'm thinking that this person, Theodore Weintraub, had an altercation, possibly Drake was involved in it, and then the security guard, who's also the Mole, actually stepped in. Please pay attention.
Girl tries running at Drake.
The Mole also posted that video, and that was a video of Drake going into the Mark Hotel, and there were fans as well as protesters outside. Now, the protesters were outside because, again, Theodore Weintraub supposedly paid people to come and protest against the hotel because he was angry because he had been banned. All right, and so that leads me to believe that absolutely the person mentioned in the lawsuit, that was the big celebrity, the VIP person that came there, it had to be Drake. And then he also posted saying, I stood next to you in the rain to keep the paps and fanatics away. Paps meaning paparazzis, okay, or paparazzi. And then he says, I became essential during your stays, having to cancel vacations and all to ensure things. Also posted saying that my eyes are not trained to determine age. They're trained to decipher adult from adolescent. Young Theodore made changes to how we monitored youngins. So I absolutely believe that the Mark Hotel was allowing underage people to be served alcohol because Theodore's father says that he has video footage. I don't know if he produced that in court, but I do believe that because other people have said the same thing. And they've also talked about them having underage sex workers coming there, and these wild parties that these celebrities have, akin or similar to the FOs that Diddy has had. Okay, these freak-offs. All right, this is what has been alleged, and pay attention, I'm saying alleged. And this is another article basically showing how Kylie Jenner and Cardi B and others were there. Okay, also Hillary Clinton even goes there. There's lots of celebrities, even, monarchs, okay, princes, kings, and the like, all go to this hotel supposedly. It's very big with the celebrities. This is Hillary Clinton on her way there with her entourage, basically for dinner. Please pay attention. Now, the reason it's important to point out that all of these fancy, wealthy people go there is because the Mo said something about some Epstein type stuff going on there. Okay, please pay attention. And at the end of the day, there has been rumors of underage sex workers. What kind of parties are these people having there? What's going on? Is it something, like these secret societies that we hear about? Well, it just could be. But at the end of the day, another thing is the fact that all of these valuable items that the Mo was finding and acquiring through the lost and found, or where they were discarded or just left behind and things like that, Drake has now cost him his bag as far as he's concerned. That's why he's upset, and that's why he kept saying, you've cost me money, and so I've got to get it another way. And if you think that this was just about shirts and scripts, no, this was about diamonds, lots of them. Okay, because now that he's been found out and the manager has questioned him as to how he acquired those items, and all of this has been exposed, and then told him that he may need to get an attorney. And mind you, the attorney that he got, according to him, it was attorney Adrienne Edwards. Well, she's a criminal defense attorney, okay? And so please pay attention. This is the information that I looked up about the attorney that he was talking about. And as you can see, this is a criminal defense attorney. At the end of the day, also of note is the fact that the hotel said that they banned Theodore because he was upset about not being able to get alcohol. But in fact, they also claimed that they were coming in with fake IDs between the ages of 16 and 23. And no one was caring that they had these fake IDs because in some cases they could tell they were fake, allegedly. With that all being said, of course, the hotel would not admit, especially in court, they would not admit, of course, that they were giving underage people alcohol. Okay, of course they wouldn't admit that, nor would they admit anything about underage sex workers, as I said, which was also alleged. Okay, I think this hotel has a whole lot of nefarious things going on there, and that a lot of these celebrities go there because of that. Now, that's just my opinion, but it sounds a lot to me like the party they were having on Eyes Wide Shut. Okay, so another thing I want to point out is when he posted the picture of Christopher Alvarez as it pertained to Drake and said, "This may jog your memory." I think that the mole mistook Christopher Alvarez for a child. Okay, I think that he thought Drake was meeting with a child in the lobby at 3 a.m. in the morning, but in fact, that was Christopher Alvarez, who could absolutely pass for a child. And of course, I could see why he would think that. You see, because there's already been a myriad of speculation and rumors that they, in fact, have underage people in there serving them alcohol, as well as underage sex workers. So why would he think anything different? And also, Christopher and Drake listening to beats at 3 a.m. in the morning, I don't really buy that. I don't think Christopher has been 100% truthful about that. Now, I don't think that Drake assaulted him, attacked him, or anything. Maybe him and Drake had something else going on. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I don't think that we're listening to beats at 3 a.m. in the morning. Okay, please pay attention. All right. So there you have it for those of you who missed the show on yesterday. So now let's get into it, because y'all, this is all so crazy and clear and nefarious. Do you guys know that Tyrese has allegedly fled the country, okay, to avoid legal issues? This is all so crazy. Now, just the other day, they said that he fled a concert when someone let him know that legal docs were about to be served to him. Okay, so let's talk about it, because I find this all so interesting. Tyrese, where are you at? Okay, so according to TMZ video footage, revealed that the 45-year-old entertainer exited a concert early, reportedly due to legal documents being served to him by a security guard. Tyrese is in legal battles with his ex-wife, Norma Mitchell, and filmmaker Brian Barber. Now, the documents relate to the $10 million lawsuit filed by Brian Barber for defamation and libel. See, that's why you have to be careful of what you say, okay? Tyrese was seen on stage when the security guard whispered to him, prompting him to leave abruptly, still singing. Did you all see the video? Because he's walking through the crowd, dipping up out of there, okay? Still singing, mind you. Now, despite having 3 songs left, okay, he got the F out of there. So the next day, Tyrese posted a video snippet on Instagram expressing gratitude to fans and hinting at the future tours. He didn't address leaving early. Fans commented on his post, questioning his sudden exit and expressing disappointment at missing a chance for a photo. Now, I have the video, but I'm not going to play it. Because there's music in there and all of that. And if I turn off the volume, you won't even hear what he said as he exited stage left, clearly. Okay, the lawsuit against Tyrese was filed October of 2023 by Brian Barber, alleging defamation over comments made on The Breakfast Club. Barber claims that Tyrese damaged his reputation by accusing him of withholding interview footage. He seeks $10 million in damages. Now, in April of 2023, a Fulton County judge ordered the singer to pay his ex-wife, Samantha Lee Gibson, $237,944 in back child support pay, okay, and $399,000 in attorney's fees. I think I'd have left the country too. Please pay attention. Now, this comes after he refused to pay $10,000 monthly in child support payments, calling it excessive. Tyrese said that Samantha doesn't need that much because she makes good money. Instead, he paid $2,236 per month. Now, the actor must pay $17,000 for a court-appointed special master, which is basically like a referee of sorts, like a mediator, okay? That has to be appointed by the judge to handle minor disputes in this case. All right, so this is all crazy. What do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about it? Tyrese has gotten the H up out of here. And they say that he fled to Kuwait, according to this next article. Sounds crazy, right? Singer Tyrese flees to Kuwait after bailing early on concert to avoid being served. This is all crazy. Okay, goes on to say the blockbuster vocalist and actor was pouring his heart into his performance, belting out his 2003 hit, How You Gonna Act Like That, when one of his security guards whispered something in his ear on stage. Without missing a note or even a beat, Tyrese seamlessly hopped from the stage, microphone in hand, and continued singing until he exited through the back area of the venue. The audience followed with their eyes, wondering where he was going. Tyrese, come back. This is also nefarious. Now, as he left, he could be heard saying, I'm going out this bitch, as he warbled a few more bars of the song. Then after he told his fans that he loved them, he said, I gave them my time, y'all. And so TMZ claims he exited with 3 songs left at the end of his set. Now, the tabloid outlet reports that legal papers were related to the $10 million lawsuit, like I said. Okay, and so this is all crazy. I just want you all to pay attention. Now going to Kuwait. Tyrese is up out of here with a quickness, honey. I find it all so nefarious. Okay. So with that all being said, please get those likes up as we continue. Look at Capricornus laughing about it. Yeah, it's clearly nefarious, okay? So with that all being said, let's continue. Everyone get the likes up. Now, in the meantime, in between time, let me play this video of Dame Dash. Okay, clearly he thinks that Kendrick won the rap battle. All right. I had this video for a couple of days and I forgot to play it for you guys. So here it goes.
Yeah. And so what I can say this, as far as fighting goes, I got to say in this moment, Kendrick won.
Oh, Kendrick, yeah.
It's almost like by far now. It's like last week, it was a neck to neck. But after that, the last exchange and the pedophile thing and the response and the way that record, you're not like what? Not Like Us? That's the name of it?
Yeah, that record's
that
big.
shit is a hit record.
Hey,
so
hey,
it's
you got a club, you got a club banger.
They
you know what I'm
that
saying?
shit
You got a
Disneyland.
diss track. You know, you got people making, they got dance about this song now. Listen, my son only 11 years old. Today I'm in the car with him. Guess what he playing? That same song. Not Like
It just seemed like he's disrupted Drake's life. And now, again, I don't know what's going on over there, but they shooting at his crib. And what I'm finding out is so many people that people might not think are like that or involved in certain things. Those be the ones that be like, God damn, they was doing that? God damn, I didn't even know shit like that was going on. And it was like, you know.
Well, a lot of people thought Kendrick not like that, but not realize Kendrick grew up in the game. Kendrick is a battle rapper. You know, you can be a great rapper. You can be a hit rapper. But when it comes to battle rapping, that's something totally different. You know, that's a one-on-one. That's a one-on-one phase. It's different now.
Yeah, and it seems like, at least for a little while, I think diss records are going to be kind of whack for a second. Because everyone's doing it.
Everybody jumping
and now when someone does it,
the game coming in.
It could be looked at as, I'm not saying games, cloud chasing, but it could be looked at as that. But it's just like, not even cloud chasing, it's like, because everyone's battling now, everyone's going to start battling. You know,
Shaq made a diss track.
Yeah, it's like that's the thing. So it's not like a surprise anymore. But the fact that Kendrick as a titan and Drake as a titan in this industry are fighting, those are like the two heavyweight champs from different like categories or different places, or champs for different reasons, fighting. But it does seem like the industry is just sick of Drake. It just seems like it. Like, I didn't know it was so much hatred from, not hatred, but like so many different people that are in the industry have sort of gone against him. And I didn't know there were so many people that had problems with him.
A lot of people speaking up now.
Yeah.
You know,
saying all that shit came out of his camp.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. And that's what hurts is like when someone can say, yo, your crew hates you. And again, I don't know. But as a battle, this has been the best battle of all time. I'm going to say this. I've been here in hip hop for a while. This has been the most impactful battle to where it looks like the battle songs are changing the trajectory of that artist's life. It just seems like things are different for Drake right now. You know what I mean? And I've never seen this happen before. And this shit was real. I mean, it turned into a war.
But
you know what I mean?
But here's the thing also, but Drake fans still gonna back him up though. Cause I don't have a lot of conversation with them. They still gonna back him up.
I mean,
talk about this, talk about that. I'm like, man, let the numbers speak for itself. Let's
again,
put out the numbers.
I don't have a dog in the fight.
Yeah, let's put out the numbers. I'm just saying
what I'm seeing as far as TikTok.
Oh yeah.
What I'm seeing trending. What I'm saying about it's not good. You know what I'm saying? Like it in this moment, and almost like. It might be over. I think it's over. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's over. That
BBL Dreezy, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, they got the BBL Dreezy.
I went to sleep, bro. I went to sleep. That Saucy, that BBL Dreezy is on my head the whole day.
It's like they going at him in so many ways.
Everybody does.
Like you got Future, Kanye, Rick Ross, Kendrick Lamar, like so many heavyweights that's on your head. Pause. And they got like music that's trending and hit records and
everybody jumping in.
And then also, the pedophile shit, they going hard with that. So, and that's the type of stuff that messes with your sponsorships, and shit like that. They hit them hard. Pause.
Okay, absolutely. And he said pause for a reason. Okay, so listen, it is people clout chasing. Okay, you had Game come out trying to go in on Rick Ross. So lame. Then you had Christian King Combs coming out and trying to go for 50 Cent. Ridiculous. But you all know what is the most irrelevant rap battle beef of all times? The most irrelevant beef is Bow Wow and Young Bird. Okay? Y'all remember the foolishness? But anyway, I digress. Likes up, everyone, please. A like and share. Thank you in advance. Now let's talk about Saucy Santana. Saucy Santana went in on DJ Akademiks. Please pay attention. Okay, I'm going to share this Instagram post, but Saucy clearly gave him the business. Roddy said, y'all are correct. It seems like Dame aged much faster than his own peer group. Okay, a homeboy booked up while still serenading the crowd. He booked up. Yeah, he did, right? Oh, so crazy. Okay, so anyway, let's get into it, honey, because Saucy Santana, Saucy couldn't resist the chance to go in on DJ Akademiks, especially after all the stuff he was saying about Young Miami, Saucy's bestie. So let's get into it. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance, beloveds.
Boxy boy, where your page? Where your page? You was on here messing with Carisha every day. She ain't deactivated. I'm looking for Akademiks page. We're sorry. Bring that ass here, boy. You should have deactivated when you was messing with that lady. Got that lady drunk on top of that lady and all that. Ew. Nasty. Now you gone. We can't find you. Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? You ain't gonna deactivate for that lawsuit. That lady said that you raped her. That is nasty. That is nasty. Imagine Mickey Mouse on top of you when you wake up. Him, Goofy, and Daffy Duck. Just on top of a bitch. Coochie saw from a midget dick pumping like a dog on her all night. Ugh. Boxy boy, where your page? Where your page? You was on here messing with Carisha every day. She ain't deactivated.
I absolutely cannot. I absolutely cannot. Okay, that is clearly nefarious. Please pay attention. Now, with that all being said, did y'all see that interview that Wack 100 did with Jason Lee yesterday? Because it was clearly a hot mess. Okay, not DJ Akademiks. Wack 100 was just giving all these details. I don't want to say he was up there gossiping, but Clearly, that's what he was doing. Please pay attention. Okay. And so anyway, he said that Boosie was a snitch. He said that Diddy is bisexual and that people know it. And then he asked Jason Lee about it. And Jason didn't really want to give him an answer. So I'm going to play that audio. Okay. I didn't have permission to use this footage. So I'm going to play the audio and put an overlay on the screen. Please pay attention.
Think about it. Is it wrong? I said, well, it's not against the law. So
Which is true.
I'm not going to tell you it's wrong because that's what they're doing. Now, are you asking me morally, how do I look at it? Well, Wack, what if it was your daughter? The minute I go put pressure on her, it's going to run her closer to him, right? All I can do is trust that the things that me and her mother have instilled in her.
Now, with that all being said, let me just tell you all what he's talking about. In this part, he's basically responding to Jason Lee's question about whether or not he would have an issue with his daughter being like 20 years old, dating someone like in their 40s, okay? Because he was explaining to Jason how in some states, like 32 states, the age of consent is like 16 or 17. And then he was saying, but according to federal guidelines, of course, it's only 18. Okay, so that's why they're having this conversation, because Jason then asked him how would he feel if his daughter was dating a man much older.
She makes the right decision. That's all I can do. Because when it's legal, it's legal. I know people at 48 married somebody 24. Right now, what do I think? I think it should be, 18 to 22. I think 17 should be cut off at, maybe 19, right? And I think at maybe like at 21, right? It's a free fall, right? It's whatever makes you happy.
But I mean, the rule they say is half your age plus 7. So, like for me, they're saying 30 is the age that the youngest you should get in a
15
relationship.
plus 7, 22. They saying 22.
Right.
Yeah.
But 17, well, depending on the state, is what makes it wrong. But do you think hip hop has made it? Do you think hip hop is like trying to make it like stay away from these conversations as much as possible because they know back in the day that was
It's dangerous. It's for one. Every rap video, well, 90% of them, you had an underage girl at that damn video shoot and snuck in with their homegirls. Every club. It had underage girls in the club, fake IDs, paying up security guards. So it's like it's a give and take thing. But to a lot of us that have kids, we see it one way. But then to some, it's like when they see an older lady that's 45 with a 25-year-old, they like, okay, Stella got her groove back. But when it's the opposite, right? They're saying, oh, she's not as mature. She's not this. How about she's not as used up? How about she's not stuck in her ways? This is how men think. How old are you? You 23, 20. All right, I'm 46, 47. Dude's like, yo, you know what? I can mold her. She's not stuck in her ways. She ain't used up. She ain't got 5 kids. This is the way they think.
So speaking of Boosie, back in December, you said that BG was a snitch or cooperated with the police.
He's a rat. Got to work.
He's still a rat.
Got the paperwork.
So then Boosie said, you and Boosie got into it and Boosie was talking shit. Where are you guys at now?
Boosie was talking shit, right? Because he's the friends of BG. Me and Boosie DM'd, as you see, I think he addressed it on Cam Capone. And I sent Boosie the paperwork. And when I sent Boosie the paperwork, I didn't hear nothing else back from him. That's why I said it. Now, since then, there's a little tension going on because now the hunter side, the spies, we investigating Boosie for his rat.
Wait, Boosie ratted?
We got a situation.
Wait, do you have the paperwork? Where are you getting all this paperwork? Because you drop paperwork every day. I got to get into some other paperwork.
I got a legal team over there.
And they're pulling everybody's records.
We pull your shit. My whole floor gets pulled.
You have a floor pulling paperwork?
I got 18 rooms on Clubhouse. They do a 24-hour rotation. The hunter side never shuts down. I got spies. I got different admins. I got different leaders. I got audio team. I got a media team.
Wait, is that snitching?
What?
The 100 team pulling all the paperwork, or is that informing the public?
No, because we don't want pedophiles. you know, you's a rat. Are you a civilian? Like I got one lady, got caught the drug deal, told on everybody. She's a civilian. Dude was utilizing her because she was military. And I looked at her, she's a civilian, we keep moving forward.
Right.
You know, I got transgenders on the floor. Naughty nerd.
On the 100.
Yeah, naughty nerd ninjas. Open transgender.
Okay.
You know, Naughty is managed by R&B, the queen of the underside.
Okay.
Naughty's on Tronics. The Girls Club. Naughty got a job.
Well, it's the Walls Club.
I'm
gay. I don't even know how to say it, but I
That's
saw that.
the one that beat the shit out of Sydney Star.
I saw that.
Whoop Sydney Star's ass.
Trans
Naughty
gone wild.
Yeah, Naughty's out of Ohio. So, but what I'm saying is like, what happened with Boosie, you remember he got arrested in San Diego.
I didn't know. I've seen him pulled over so many times by the police. I don't even know where he's been arrested.
It was a rat informant. Those of y'all go to these hood meetings, hood events, and your homies informants, the phone, the live is now like a wiretap. So what your homies is doing is they walking around, yeah, we out here. The police is on his live because he's working.
Like so John Morant.
Yeah, so you got a gun or whatever. They're like, yeah, there go the homie on the run. He driving his car, the police taking all these notes and all this stuff. Boosie had a gun in the small of his back. So what the dude did holding the camera is he put it on the gun. Now, when Boosie chose to leave, he's in the back of an SUV. They pulled it over. They said, well, you ran a stop sign. When you run a stop sign, you get a ticket. They don't tell everybody to get out. Why did they ask Boosie to get out? Because the informant on live showed he had a gun, so this is now credible to get a warrant. So they told everybody to get out, search the car, they find the guns, right? Yeah. They find 2 guns. This is where the snitch is being investigated. Boosie. We get the paperwork a month ago. Boosie's statements to the cops. They're asking him, does he want an attorney there? He like, no. He like, yo, you know, those guns are my securities. That's what he said. They like, nah, listen, are you sure? Man, them guns belong to my security guard. This is what Boosie is saying. So is that snitching? Hold on, watch this. Okay. Gun's calling you back. Okay. He's saying the guns belong to my security guard. Okay, now let's go to the security guard. The security guard checked the gun on the plane coming from where they come from to California, right? They're saying in the paperwork, the security guard is not collaborating his story. So now we just pulled the security guard statements. Here it goes. If that security guard in his statement says, do you know these guns? Well, I know that gun, that's my gun. I have a license for the gun. I checked that gun on the plane and flew here, right? Do you know this other gun? No, I don't, right? If that security guard is not on the documentation, which we know he's not, claiming both guns, then Boosie, you trying to put a gun on this man, which A, could land him in jail, cost him his goddamn legal gun license, right? Because he's not from the state of California. So Boosie, if that security guard, which we know he didn't claim both guns, and you're constantly hollering, those guns are my security guard, instead of doing what we're supposed to do, plead the fifth, shut the fuck up, get a bail, let your legal deal with it, you are putting both guns on the security who's only claiming the one gun that he's licensed to have. So when we get the security guard statements, and you know, it's locked in stone at that point in time, the exposers will be exposing Boosie.
And then you will be promoting how he's a snitch.
Well, I would just see, my thing is this. They have this thing about, you can't expose a snitch unless you're gonna do something to him. Listen, man, the exposers, we don't want to do nothing to you. We don't want nobody to do nothing to you. Only thing we're doing is exposing to the world. What about that guy that was doing something with you that he wasn't supposed to? Who thought you was a real ass nigga, right? We're alerting the people. This guy is doing these things. Now, what you choose to do with it, we don't want your streaming to stop. We don't want them to stop coming to your concerts. We want all the fans to continue to support you. We are just exposing who you really are. That's all we're doing.
So when you told him you'll beat the fuck out of him and he knows you are, he's only 117 pounds, did you regret that and feel sorry for him later?
No, because he said something slick, and that's the truth.
So the truth is the truth.
That's the truth. No matter how, all this he talking about with people, Boosie, Boosie, he got, that's the homie, but when you go to talking, end of the day, you wrong. BG's a rap. BG took the stand, right? Signed the affidavit, said everything belonged to another individual, right? He told. So I don't think Boosie knew at that time he told. That's why that interview said, well, you never see my name on nobody's paperwork. And then the paperwork's coming out. So, at the end of the day, we're going to let the content. Don't get mad at me. Look, bro, if something happens to me and I die and somebody puts out a video of me jacking.
Okay, I had to skip past that because he was talking real crazy and greasy. Please pay attention. Hold on, let me cue this to the part where he goes in on Diddy. Okay, here we go.
Is Diddy bisexual? And your answer has to be the truth of what it really is, regardless of what you've done or haven't done with it. Would your answer be yes?
Here's my truth.
Oh,
no. I'm not ducking.
Is he bisexual?
No, let me say this. I have not slept with. He's not slept with me.
I didn't say have you.
I don't know who he slept with.
Okay, so what would your answer be? Yes or no? Is Diddy bisexual?
I would say I don't know who he slept with.
No.
Because I don't know. I really don't know.
No, that's not one of the options.
Wait, but I mean, who did he sleep? Who did he sleep with? The only thing I've seen that's been, there's been a lot of things I've seen that's been suspect.
Okay, that's my point.
Yeah.
Yes or no, if you had to.
Well, I can't say I know he's bisexual because I personally have not been involved with him like that. We're not close like that.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's never done nothing, no approach to me. But we all know, right?
We've all heard.
No, Diddy bisexual.
But do you know somebody that he slept with?
I mean, we saw him try to hit Fabulous.
Oh, when he said,
yo, let's party, but we been and lived together, boo. Yeah, nah, Playboy, me and you, party.
Yeah.
Right? Now, end of the day, there's nothing wrong with Diddy being bisexual. That's who he is. That's who he wants to be today. The women still gonna love him.
Right.
He's still brother love. He just loves everybody.
Right. Allegedly.
Right.
Allegedly. We have to drop allegedly. We have to drop an allegedly.
What, loving everybody? What's wrong with that?
He did change his name to Love.
Brother love.
Right.
Right? So what I'm saying is that Diddy, when he came up with it, he be like, look, I'm being extorted, I'm bisexual, I'm part of the community. People know that I didn't want this to come out because of who I am, and this, that, boom, boom, boom. The community would have stood with him, people would have stopped attacking him. Now this dude,
what's the John?
Lil Rob.
Lil Rob.
He on some bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Lil Rob, he bisexual too, right?
Allegedly.
Okay, let's be real.
Yeah.
You on there as a producer.
As a producer, he was in every room with everything happening. He saw everything.
In his mind, I've got 9 songs. I'm about to make 10 million, right? Okay, so now you in there. You get groped. But the next day you show up. You get groped again. You show up the next day. All right, y'all go to the goddamn strip club. He sent a female back. You cool. You get groped again, but you get on the jet. You get groped again, and you go to the red carpet listening event. Cool. Album drop, doesn't do too well. There's 23,000 copies, right? Boom. Hey, Diddy, I need $250,000. I'll take it. He'd have been groped, touched, earlobes rubbed, all kind of shit for 8 months, right?
According to the court papers.
Hold on, wasn't a problem. The minute the album didn't do good, and Diddy didn't want to give him $250,000, right? Oh, he touched me. Well, he touched your ass when you kept coming back, right? Okay? See, when you touch a heterosexual man, right there on the spot, it's a problem. That man knows and understands. I've seen people in prison get raped. I've heard them get raped, taken advantage of. And the next morning, come out, get a wait or a knife, and bust that man upside the head. We don't consider that man, that man, he was a little dude, took advantage of him. But then I've seen people where it happened, and then next thing you know, he's wearing lipstick, and he's walking around, and he's switching, and all, do you think if Lil Rob would have got the money he would have told the world?
Of course not, but it's almost like Cassie got the money and didn't tell the world.
If he wouldn't have told the world, right? Do you think he would have went back to the studio with Diddy again? Definitely. And you know what? He'd have got robbed on again, and he'd have been cool with it. So on a heterosexual mountain, there's no reason. There's never nothing you could do to where we say it's okay.
There's a mountain.
Touch us in the heterosexual mountain.
All right, you all heard that. This is all so nefarious, honey. Please pay attention. Please pay attention. You all heard what he said. What do y'all think about it? I mean, I think it's obvious that Diddy is bi. I think that's obvious. Okay, we don't need to see him engaged in the actual act. We've seen enough of his suspect behavior. Okay, we've seen enough of his suspect behavior. So with that all being said, Wack 100, how does he get all this information on people? How does he have all of this information? Do you all remember he had the tape, the Kim Kardashian SEX tape? Y'all remember that? How does he get all of this stuff? And Kanye met him, I think, at the airport to retrieve it. He knows a whole lot, is all I'm saying. And I find it all very interesting. Everyone, please get those likes up, please. Like and share. And he said not only Boosie's a snitch, but BG as well. And then he said he has his own investigators working to find out this information on people. Why does he even care so much? I just have questions, okay? I just have questions. Now, we're about to get into some serious business here. But before we do, T.I. did this freestyle rap the other day. Who wants to hear it? Because I want to play it for you all if you want to hear it. One's in the chat. If you want to hear this freestyle that T.I. did, dropping gems and letting y'all remember in case you forgot why he's deemed the king of the South. One's in the chat if y'all want to hear this. One's in the chat if y'all want to hear it, honey. Okay, so here we go. Likes up. Everyone, please like and share. Y'all know T.I. still is the one. Please pay attention. All right, here we go. I'm going to put an overlay on this because I don't want any copyright issues, and I'm going to let the background music continue to rock.
Fuck a player hater. I'm a mayor maker. Out of LA later, live life like I'm ghost on takers. Know I'm staying with it. I ain't even got a post no paper. Mansion riverfront on acres. That's what prayer take you. Swear these niggas clueless, but they bitch you get it. They call me little dude till I hit them with it. Come on, I like a toes pink and that booty sitting. I like them titties itty bitty with them nipples pretty. The realest niggas in the city except no substitution. Can't be no reason with no demons, ain't no resolution. So no more conversation and ain't no hesitation. Yeah, sometimes the only way is straight decapitation. Yeah, see nigga be capping hard without no validation. Nigga better pump your brake before I fuck up your calibration. When they can't get you with the truth, they come with allegations. Fuck that shit, just tell my lawyer where to allocate my paper mergers acquisition. Double R's and Bentley, they know one thing about tippies. I penthouse my bitches. Might hate my gut, but still can't say nothing bad about my pimping. Survive bloody summer, still end up running number. Okay, my blood is strong, money long, ain't no capping that. Man, I got stocks of different options. I don't have to rap. Ain't going back and forth with people, none of that. If you hear bullshit, you believe it, we'll just leave it where it's at. Won't see me complaining, I'm gonna make a way, and that's a fact. Won't be participating in no broke shit, had enough of that. I seen the whole world turn against me, niggas switched up, won't forget. So when you see me, I ain't speaking, don't be reaching for no help. Ride blicky in my lap, try me, gon' get pout. Disrespect me, better find an exit ASAP. Work the chair, living on the edge, stuck on the lid. The way it go is high player, so fucked up in the head, cause I got strappers roll down to my sock. Then my yacht gear. Pussy nigga hating on the net, we do not hear. Let's they talking about the kids, nigga, let it stop there. Playing with my top, yours, I'ma put a dot there. Come on. Pull a Magic City parking lot with a hot pair. 69 drop, popping out, make a stop stare. Old down a dozen ass nigga, you are not rare. Gotta call 12 cause you can't afford Glock fare. 21 years in this motherfucker, top tier. We are not peers. When we cheers, it is not beer. 21 Savage, that my motherfucking grandson. Always keeping on him, never seen him with a handgun. Yes. If I wanna throw a freak party, I can plan one. Never been no pressure, man, that pussy come in tandem. Random, I just got an offer here from Landbank. London, either way you say a couple million when the plan done. Yeah, need a couple million for expansion. Yeah, take it to Jamaica, buy a mansion. Hit the distribution for extension. Overkill, lawyers say they talking around 10 some. Listen, I done did my thing, bitch, and then some. Critic try to leave me off the list like they forgetting some.
Crazy. Cook, T.I. Cook.
Yeah, let me see him.
You blacking out, baby.
Let me see him, man.
A lot of your favorite rap.
What y'all have to say about that? All right, I thought it was tight. Okay, as per usual. So y'all, overthoughts, I see you. You need to sit down somewhere, okay? Please pay attention. Now, let's get into the seriousness of it all. Everyone, please get those likes up. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. Oh, let me show you all this because 50 Cent is so petty. You all already know it. But look what he posted about Jay-Z. Now, 50 is absolutely wrong for this, okay? He is wrong for this. He said, Jay is in hibernation. He ain't coming outside until this ish with Puff blow over. No brunch, no lunch, no dinner. LOL. I'm all you got. I'm outside. 50 is so nefarious. He is so nefarious. Now he knows he was wrong for that. He is wrong for it. Okay. And so with that all being said, let's keep it going. Everyone, please get those likes up. Please like and share. Thank you in advance, beloveds. In case you all missed it, do you all know that another bridge was hit by a barge and there was an oil spill? Please pay attention. I'm about to get into it. And then we're going to talk about something real serious that's going on with the Vatican. All right. Likes up. Everyone, please like and share. I'm about to share my screen so you all can see this very important news report.
Well, we are following some breaking news. Officials in Galveston, Texas say this barge that you see on your screen there hit a bridge this morning, closing off the only path to nearby Pelican Island. The crash also caused an oil spill, which crews are working to clean up, and officials told the local station that a big piece of that bridge fell.
Yeah, and we can clearly see that. There are no reported injuries at this stage. You can, though, see some of the extent of the damage. It appears that rail tracks have fallen away from the bridge. If you're in the area, Texas A&M University at Galveston says the bridge is closed to all traffic, so stay away. And as Lana mentioned, there is this ongoing oil spill they're trying to clean up as well. The exact cause of what triggered that barge, as you see there, to strike this overpass is still unknown, but we're continuing to follow developments and we'll bring you more as soon as we learn more information.
Okay, so I find that very interesting because here we go with another bridge being hit. Okay, we just had the Francis Scott Key Bridge hit months ago. Now, is this a coincidence? Because I don't think so. At the end of the day, let's not forget how we had those train derailments happening back to back, things that should be, something that just are so rare that they hardly ever happen. You mean to tell me in the past few months, here comes the second one? Okay, Roddy said, what in the hell is going on? That's what I would like to know. What's really going on? But guess what? I'll tell you what the Vatican has to say about it, honey. Okay, let's get those likes up because this is all nefarious. And I want you all to pay attention because in case you forgot, those of you who saw the report that I did on the solar eclipse and also the other video that I did about the red heifer. Okay, so you may know about what's supposed to happen 40 days after that eclipse. Okay, and when is 40 days after the eclipse? Well, that's on May the 18th. So that's 2 days from now. So guess what the Vatican is doing? Well, they're getting ready and preparing to have guidelines for the appearance of apparitions. I just want y'all to pay attention. Okay, I just want you all to pay attention. So let's get into it. Likes up while I share my screen. I'm going to put an overlay over this.
In a few minutes, watch this. So I'm using Designer, which will import content from your blog, from a Google Doc or a Word doc, or even a YouTube, depending on the plan you choose. For now, I'm going to use Word Genie, the AI feature. So all I need to do is give it an...
This is the third document in 5 months to be published by the dicastery headed by Cardinal Victor Manuel Fernandez. After Fiducia Supplicans and Dignitas Infinita, the Doctrine of the Faith will issue new norms for apparitions and supernatural phenomena on May 17th. The text will be presented at a press conference at the Vatican. The prefect, together with the person in charge of the doctrinal section of the dicastery, will be present. Pope Francis has spoken on these phenomena on several occasions. For example, on his return from Fatima in 2017, where he spoke about the apparitions at Medjugorje.
Le prime apparizioni, che erano ragazzi, l'informe più o meno dice che si deve continuare a investigare quello. Le apparizioni, le presunte apparizioni attuali, l'informe ha i suoi dubbi. Io personalmente sono più cattivo. Io preferisco la Madonna Madre, nostra madre, e non la Madonna capo di ufficio telegrafico che tutti i giorni invia un messaggio a tal'ora invia, e questa non è la mamma di Gesù.
Marian apparitions and supernatural phenomena can be controversial and are very topical. For example, in March, the bishop of an Italian diocese discouraged devotion to a statue of Our Lady allegedly weeping blood. The Vatican has also issued warnings against some alleged Marian apparitions and miracles. The Pontifical International Marian Academy has already expressed its concern.
We Mariologists are very concerned about a growing worldwide phenomenon, pseudo-apparitions. Many alleged messages, as we are seeing, are negative. They generate fear and terror, and this is not the image of God that Jesus taught us.
The last document published by the Doctrine of the Faith on this subject was in 1978. It was titled Norms for Proceeding in the Discernment of Alleged Apparitions and Revelations.
Okay, so I want you all to pay attention because that's what they're saying is going down, honey. Apparitions. All right. I find it all so interesting. Now, so let's talk about it because here's the thing. They say the Holy See Press Office announced the upcoming document is going to be published on May the 17th with a live stream press conference featuring the prefects of the dicastery of the Doctrine of the Faith. Okay, now they say Cardinal Victor Manuel Fernandez has previously said that the dicastery is in the process of finalizing a new text with clear guidelines and norms for the discernment of apparitions and other phenomena. Now, for those of you who don't get it, they're saying that an apparition basically refers to an instance when a divine deity or entity, such as a saint, the Virgin Mary, or Jesus himself, makes its presence known right here on earth in person. They say the concept is a recurring theme in the Bible, and most Christian denominations affirm the belief that such brushes with the supernatural can still occur today in various capacities. The Catholic Church urges extreme prudence before ascribing phenomena to a supernatural force, warning that being too quick to attribute divine origin to explainable occurrences can damage the faith and warp belief. Okay, alleged apparitions are usually documented and scrutinized by the diocese bishop's office as well, and then forwarded to Rome for further investigation. Okay, so what do you all think about this? And they say the last time that the Vatican's doctoral office released guidance on apparitions was in 1978 under Pope Paul the 11th. That document norms regarding the manner of proceeding in the discernment of presumed apparitions or revelations was released due to the increased influence of mass media. Okay, they say the miracle of Fatima in 1917 is perhaps the most well-documented apparition in the modern day. After an alleged series of appearances by the Virgin Mary to several peasant children that promised a public miracle to 10,000s of people in Fatima, Portugal,
Portugal claimed to witness the sun move erratically across the sky and produce radiant colors for several minutes. Okay, so that all been said, what do you all think about all this? I have several questions. What do you all think about this? Okay, so Nandi says, remember what Lauryn Hill said to them when she was invited there to perform? I didn't even know she was invited there to perform. She went to the Vatican? She went to the Vatican, beloved? I didn't know anything about that. Okay, Queen Sam says, does TD Fakes know something? And that's why he stepped down, allegedly? Songwriter Sonny said, how can something paranormal or abnormal be normalized? A good question. Okay, so like I said, I find it interesting because my question is this actually, are these actually going to be apparitions? Are they actually going to be apparitions? Or is it going to have something to do with Project Bluebeam? Okay, I have several questions. And for those of you who don't know about Project Bluebeam, I did a video about that on my spiritual channel like over a year ago. So I'm going to share my screen and just play a little bit of that. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Under your video. Okay, there it is. I just typed in the chat. When I say NWO at any time during this broadcast, that's what I will be talking about. Okay, pay attention. So with that all being said, let's get back into it. So goes on to say, we specialize ourselves in investigating and publishing special reports and audio tapes to expose the underworld of the United Nations conspiracy to implement an NWO. Okay, now our task is to make the people realize that the coming of the NWO is not. Now, let me just pause that for a second. For those of you who don't know what I'm referring to in that broadcast, when I'm talking about NWO, I'm talking about the word new, okay? And then I'm talking about world. And then you should be able to figure out that last word, okay? I'm not going to say it all together because ScrewTube puts a notification on your video when you say that, but I'm talking about a new world blank. Okay, please pay attention. Not a dream, neither a paranoid thought. It is a real satanic undergoing project. For what? Well, to abolish all Christian traditional religions in order to replace them by a one world religion based on the cult of man. To abolish all national identity and national pride in order to establish a world identity and world pride. To abolish the family as known today in order to replace it with individuals all working for the glory of one world government. To destroy all individual artistic and scientific creating works to implement a world government's one mind sight. This is very nefarious. I want you all to pay attention. And I believe every absolute word of this is true. I don't believe it's a conspiracy theory at all. And I do believe that, in fact, the only reason they haven't gone ahead and done it is because they postponed it in 1983, supposedly. And then when he broke the story and exposed it, well, they had to try to make it look like it was false. So I think that's why they hadn't done it yet. But I think they'll be doing this very soon. That's my opinion. And the more details I give, you'll likely figure out why I say that. Now, Bluebeam Project has 4 different steps in order to implement the New Age religion with the Antichrist at its head. Now, I want you to pay attention because I already talked to you all on the other channel about Project CERN. Okay, now Project CERN is where these people over in Sweden, they're trying to raise this energy from a black hole, a portal in the earth, and they're saying that it's to try to recreate the Big Bang Theory. Well, that's not what I believe. I absolutely believe it's to raise a satanic, antichrist-like energy, okay? And also there was footage leaked of a satanic ritual that was conducted at Project CERN, and then they tried to tell us it was a hoax or a plot. Well, the cameraman who ran so fast, it didn't look like it was a plot or a hoax to me. And also, who thinks that performing a satanic ritual as a joke is funny? So anyway, goes on to say, we must remember that the new age religion is the very foundation for the NWO. Okay, without without which religion the dictatorship of the new or the NWO is completely impossible. I'll repeat that. Without a universal belief in the New Age religion, the success of the NWO will be impossible. This is why the Blue Beam Project is so important to them, but has been so well hidden until now. Engineered earthquakes and hoax discoveries. Now, the first step in the NASA Blue Beam Project concerns the breakdown or the reevaluation of all archaeological knowledge. It deals with the setup with artificially created earthquakes at certain precise locations on the planet. Okay, manipulating and manufacturing weather problems. Pay attention, which comes from HAARP. Okay, that's another thing that they use. They make fake clouds and, you know, all of that. They have a cloud making machine at NASA. There's a video about it on YouTube if they haven't scrubbed it, but they do all sorts of nefarious things. And they have HAARP, which they use to manipulate the weather, redirect hurricanes and all of that, supposedly. Now, it goes on to say it deals with the setup with artificially created earthquakes at certain precise locations on the planet of supposedly new discoveries, which will finally explain to all people the era of all fundamental religious doctrines. Now, the falsification of this information will be used to make all nations believe that their religious doctrines have been misunderstood for centuries and misinterpreted. Psychological preparations for that first step have already been implemented with the film 2001, A Space Odyssey, the Star Trek series, and Independence Day, all of which deal with invasions from space and the coming together of all nations to repel the invaders. The last films, Jurassic Park, deals with the theories of evolution and claim God's words are lies. Hoaxed discoveries. What is important to understand in the first step is that those earthquakes will hit at different parts of the world where scientific and archaeological teachings have indicated that arcane mysteries have been buried. By those types of earthquakes, it will be possible for scientists to rediscover those arcane mysteries, which will be used to discredit all fundamental religious doctrines. They don't want people practicing religion other than the one that they're going to try to have people practice, allegedly, because they say it's a conspiracy theory. Pay attention. Now, this is the first preparation for the plan of humanity, because they want to do this. What they want to do is destroy the beliefs of all Christians and Muslims on the planet. Now, to do that, they need some false proof, okay, from the past that will prove to all nations that their religions have all been misinterpreted and misunderstood. The big space show in the sky. Now, the second step in the NASA Blue Beam Project involves a gigantic space show with three-dimensional optical holograms and sounds, a laser projection of multiple holographic images to different parts of the world, each receiving a different image according to predominating, regional, national, religious faith. So that basically means, so let's say, for example, if you're in China when they do this, and people in China, tend to be Buddhist, the Hindu religion, well, it'll be something like that for them. And then for other parts of the world, like here we have mostly Christians, then they'll have like a fake Jesus. And then over in the Middle East, where they practice a lot of the people are Muslims, they'll have something for them. So that's basically what they're saying. Predominating regional, national religious faiths. Now, this new God's voice will be speaking in all languages. In order to understand that, we must study various Secret Services research done in the last 25 years. This is all so nefarious. I want you all to pay attention. They're going to have it talking in different voices or languages and all of that, they say. Now, the Soviets have perfected an advanced computer, even exported them and fed them with the minute physiopsychological particulars based on their studies of the anatomy and electromechanical composition of the human body and the studies of electrical, chemical, and biological properties of the human brain. These computers were fed as well with the languages of all human cultures and their meanings. Now, the dialects of all cultures have been fed into the computers from satellite transmissions. The Soviets began to feed the computers with objective programs like the ones of the new Messiah. It also seems that the Soviets, or the NWO people, have resorted to suicidal methods with the human society by allocating electronic wavelengths for every person in every society and culture to induce suicidal thoughts if the person doesn't comply with the dictates of the NWO. Now I want to stop right there for just a moment. Let's stop right there for just a moment because I wanted to explain this to you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to click off of it. Hold on. Hold on just a second. Let me go back to the share. If I'm understanding this correctly, they want to program people to have suicidal thoughts. Those people who don't go along with the nefarious agenda, who don't take kindly to it, who would speak against it, they want to have them have suicidal thoughts. And the reason I want you to pay attention to this is because, you know, the devils have to always show us what they plan to do, subliminally or whatever. So that's one of the universal laws, because we have free will. Okay, so now if you think back to the movies, The Happening and the movie called Bird Box, which were really the same movie. The only difference, in my opinion, was with The Happening that came out, I believe, in 2009, and then 10 years later in 2019, Bird Box came out. Well, the only difference was really that in Bird Box, the people had to put blindfolds on because the sun did something to them when they went out into the sun, and then the people wanted to kill themselves. Now, in The Happening, it was the same things. The people would go outside and all of a sudden they want to take their lives. That sounds to me like something like what they're talking about here. That people will just randomly have suicidal thoughts and be trying to take themselves out. Okay? Terry says, may the Most High watch over his children. Absolutely. Okay, so with that all being said, please be on your P's and Q's, beloveds. Now I'm going to show one more video before I roll out of here. And just let me remind you guys, like I was telling you, they say that 40 days after the solar eclipse, which would be May the 18th, coming in just 2 days. And mind you, tomorrow is when the Vatican is supposed to start talking about the guidelines for being aware of the apparitions and supernatural phenomena, giving out these guidelines and all of that. But at the end of the day, when they talk about this 40 days after the solar eclipse, some people are saying, basically, this is going to be the rapture and stuff like that. And they talk about it's the Pentecost, right? So, you know, the Pentecost is supposed to be about the birth of the church, the revival, and the Holy Spirit, okay, descending and all of that. Now, in Revelation 6:13, this is what it says. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. Okay, so I just want you all to pay attention. Now I'm going to show this next video, and then I'm going to the backup channel. Moderators, I need you to do me a favor. Moderators, I need you to do me a favor. Please get the links for the next broadcast out of the royal chat if you don't have them, and please make sure you share them in the broadcast. Okay, please go ahead. If you haven't been sharing them, please go ahead and do so. 2 of them are for the spiritual channel. I'm doing a spiritual live for everyone, and then I'm doing one for members only. And then also the backup channel, I'm going live on there next. Okay, I'm actually about 10 minutes late already. So please go ahead and drop those links, beloveds. Thank you in advance.
Telling me we have these amazing northern lights going on within the 40-day window after the Great American Solar Eclipse. Exactly a month later after the solar eclipse, we have these portals opening up in New York, Dublin, and other cities. Also, do you notice how they are dancing? Well, that is symbolic of the Hindu god Shiva, the god of destruction. Yeah, and for those who do not know, this statue is out front of CERN. Also, if you did not know, Shiva does a dance and opens a portal. Yeah, and let's not forget about how CERN made a dance opera film. Nothing weird at all. You know, a science group who smashes particles together, making a dance opera video with a circle portal, a individual dancing in the middle with the white symbolism, and then you have the black symbolism showing the whole black and white duality. Yeah, to every single person who comments, nothing ever happens, nothing happens. Just because you're ignorant to what's going on does not mean nothing is happening. It just means you do not have eyes to see or ears to hear. But to those who have eyes to see, let them see. To those who have ears to hear, let them hear. From the top of my head, let's talk about what's happened since the Great American Solar Eclipse. We had Iran attack Israel outright for the first time ever. We have civil unrest and protests going on at college universities. We had crazy flooding in Saudi Arabia and also China. Not to mention the hail the size of grapefruit destroying things in China. We've had huge earthquakes in Taiwan and Japan. I believe a 7.4 in Taiwan, and with plenty other 6.0s. We've had record-breaking tornadoes in Oklahoma, Texas, and other parts of America, not to mention crazy flooding in Texas. This weekend, we got hit with huge solar flares, which is creating the northern lights. The bird flu jumped to cattle in Texas, also infecting a worker, supposedly. All of this has happened within a 30-day window. Yeah, nothing ever happens. But again, remember, this is my personal opinion, a speculation, a theory, and all for entertainment purposes. What sticks out to me is how we have the signs in the heavens with the solar eclipse and these, which are both super rare, but there are some individuals who got to see both within a 30-day window. Jesus did say that there would be signs in the heavens before his coming. Now, here's my question to you. Are you ready to meet your maker? Are you ready to be face to face with Jesus? Because everything going on right now should cause urgency in your heart to cling to the Lord. Again, there's no fear in Christ. We have nothing but peace and joy in him, but we can see what's going on. Allow it to cause urgency to spread the gospel. Do not be ashamed of the gospel, for it is the power of salvation to all who come and believe in Jesus Christ for eternal life. So yeah, crazy times, guys. You don't have to believe it. You can think nothing happened, nothing ever happens, whatever. Go ahead. That's totally fine. But again, for those who see what's going on, you know what time it is. I love you guys all so much. God bless. And remember, the just shall live by faith.
Okay, so you all heard that. The just shall live by faith. Please pay attention. Now, with that all being said, I'm going live on the backup channel. You don't want to miss this live. Trust me, you don't, okay? We have got to talk about this man who was doing an interview with the police and admitted to a horrific crime. And then there's a man who's been trapped in a cellar since he was abducted when he was 17 years old. Okay, and they just found him recently. This is all so crazy. It reminds me of that story from years ago. Remember the girls, the women that were in that man's basement for 10 years? This is all so nefarious. With that all being said, I hope to see each of you in the next broadcast. Everyone, please like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. And if you haven't joined my spiritual channel, Queen Ahmadiyyah TV, more than meets the third eye, then you don't know what you're missing. All right. So until next time, beloveds, each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
Hey, yo, Nick, hit him with that flavor. Gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass gas can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans, and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans, and I got